Have you ever found yourself lost in the sprawling expanse of Texas, where the whispers of terror echo through the wind like a haunting melody? As a native Texan, the legend of Leatherface has always cast a shadow over my hometown, a tale whispered with trepidation by those who dared to speak of it. Today, I extend an invitation to embark on a journey into the murky depths of Texas folklore, where we will unearth three bone-chilling tales inspired by the real-life horrors that birthed the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie franchise. Prepare yourselves for a descent into darkness as we uncover the terrifying truths behind this infamous figure, the haunting homestead. Nestled amidst the vast expanse of the Texas countryside lies an abandoned homestead, a relic of a bygone era cloaked in mystery and dread. Drawn by a mixture of curiosity and youthful naivety, my friends and I set out one summer evening to explore its decaying halls. The old farmhouse loomed before us like a forgotten sentinel, its weathered facade bearing the scars of time. With trepidation, we crossed the threshold into the abandoned homestead, our footsteps echoing eerily against the warped floorboards. The interior was shrouded in darkness, broken only by slivers of moonlight filtering through the boarded-up windows. Each step forward felt like a descent into madness, the silence punctuated only by the distant sound of our racing hearts. Suddenly, a chilling realization dawned upon us as we heard the unmistakable sound of heavy footsteps echoing from the floor above. Panic gripped us like a vice as we realized we were not alone in the derelict homestead. With trembling hands and racing minds, we turned to flee, our frantic footsteps echoing through the empty corridors as we raced to escape the clutches of whatever unseen horror lurked within. As we emerged into the cool night air, the memory of that harrowing encounter lingered like a dark shadow, forever etched in our minds. Though we never laid eyes on Leatherface himself, the mere thought of his presence haunted our nightmares for years to come, a chilling reminder of the terrors that lie hidden in the heart of Texas. The butcher's barn. In the desolate heart of rural Texas, whispers echo through the wind, tales of a reclusive butcher whose very name struck fear into the hearts of those who dared to speak of it. They said he was the living embodiment of Leatherface, a figure of terror and madness lurking in the shadows of the countryside. Intrigued by the chilling rumors that surrounded his name, I embarked on a journey into the heart of darkness, determined to uncover the truth. As I ventured deeper into the sprawling fields and tangled forests, the hair grew heavy with the weight of anticipation, each step bringing me closer to the source of the whispered tales. Eventually, I stumbled upon a dilapidated barn, its weathered timbers groaning in protest against the passage of time. With trembling hand, I pushed open the creaking doors, the musty scent of decay assaulting my senses as I stepped inside. What greeted me within was the scene straight from the depths of my darkest nightmares. Rows upon rows of rotting carcasses hung from rusted meat hooks, their blood-stained skins glistening in the dim light like grotesque trophies of some unspeakable horror. The air was thick with the metallic tang of blood and the sickening stench of death, sending shivers down my spine as I realized the true nature of the butcher's trade. In that moment, I knew I had stumbled upon Leatherface's lair, the heart of his twisted domain. Panic surged through my veins like wildfire as I turned to flee, the echoes of his maniacal laughter ringing in my ears. With each hurried step, I felt his presence looming closer, a malevolent force intent on claiming me as his next victim. As I emerged from the cursed barn, my heart pounding in my chest, I vowed never to return to that place of nightmares. But the memory of what I had witnessed would haunt me forever, a chilling reminder of the horrors that lurked in the darkest corners of the Texas countryside. The final encounter. In the desolate expanse of rural Texas, where the moon hung like a sinister omen in the night sky, I found myself ensnared in a nightmare beyond comprehension. A confrontation with the dreaded Leatherface himself. It began innocently enough, a late-night drive through the winding back roads of the countryside, the eerie glow of the moon casting long shadows across the deserted landscape. As I rounded a bend in the road, my headlights pierced the darkness, revealing a figure standing ominously in the middle of the path. My heart leaped into my throat as I realized the truth. I was face to face with Leatherface, a towering specter of terror wielding a blood-stained chainsaw and draped in the grotesque remnants of his victims. Frozen in terror, I could do nothing but watch helplessly as he advanced, his eyes gleaming with unholy fervor. With adrenaline coursing through my veins, I knew that I had to act fast if I wanted to escape with my life. Summoning every ounce of courage I possessed, I turned and fled into the darkness, the sound of Leatherface's maniacal laughter echoing in my ears like a sinister requiem. Branches tore at my clothes, my lungs burned with exertion as I raced through the night, the relentless pursuit of the fiendish butcher driving me ever onward. As I stumbled through the underbrush, my mind reeled with fear and uncertainty. Was this truly the end? Or would Leatherface's relentless pursuit continue until he claimed me as his next victim? With each step, the line between reality and nightmare blurred, until at last, I emerged into the safety of the moonlit clearing, my heart pounding in my chest as I collapsed to the ground in exhaustion. From that moment, I knew that Leatherface was not just a legend, but a real and terrifying presence lurking in the shadows of the Lone Star Estate. His name would forever be etched in my mind as a chilling reminder of the horrors that lie in wait in the darkest corners of the Texas wilderness. And there you have it, dear viewers, the bone-chilling tale of the final encounter with Leatherface. As we reflect on this harrowing ordeal, remember to tread carefully in the Texas wilderness, for you never know when you might come face to face with the true terror that lurks within. Like, share, and subscribe for more spine-tingling stories from the darkest corners